Archangel Michael says, the energy around you is not just light, it's transformation. Your presence enters quietly but awakens everything it touches. People feel exposed, shaken, and yet somehow deeply healed just by being near you. They don't understand it, but they cannot ignore it. Your aura burns through the lies, illusions, and masks that others wear. It disturbs their comfort but brings truth to the surface. You are the kind of soul that awakens sleeping hearts and disturbs those who hide in shadows. You don't even need to speak for the truth to vibrate out of you. The moment you enter a room, something ancient stirs in others' memories. Some have tried to copy you, dress like you, act like you, or even steal your essence. But the divine blueprint you carry cannot be duplicated. It causes chaos in those who attempt to mirror your spirit for selfish gains. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You are not just walking through this world, you are shaking its foundation. People who claim to be healed fall apart in your presence, not because you harm them, but because your light reveals the pain they never wanted to face. You carry the energy of both ruin and resurrection. You were never meant to be accepted by the crowd. You were meant to awaken them. This is why they feel unsettled after meeting you, even if they smile in your face. Behind closed doors, your name causes debates, fear, admiration, and obsession. Some pray to be like you, others plot to bring you down. And yet, through it all, your light only grows stronger. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, there are moments you feel lonely, misunderstood, and even punished for your gift. But that pain is not a punishment, it's purification. It is the cost of carrying power that is too high for the world to handle. You were chosen not just to survive, but to rise in the middle of burning bridges. Your path was never meant to be easy, it was meant to be real. And realness is the most dangerous currency in a world built on illusion. You are the storm and the stillness. You are the reason people change, cry, confess, or flee. Your energy shakes them into remembering the truth they buried beneath decades of pretending. You were created to stir souls, not comfort lies. That is why you attract intensity, love that burns fast, hate that shows up silently, and respect that people deny but still follow. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your rebirth is not coming, it already started the day everything in your life fell apart. When you lost everything, you didn't break, you metamorphosed. The pain wasn't a destruction, it was a portal. There is a divine record of how many times you smiled with a broken heart. How many times you chose light while others chose gossip. Heaven knows every second you carried others while nobody carried you. You are not invisible to the divine. Your aura is written in sacred ink on scrolls guarded by ancient forces. Every person who mistook your silence for weakness has already been noted. The chaos around you is not destruction. It's activation. You are waking up timelines and triggering soul contracts with just your presence. Type Amen to get blessing 144. People who crossed your path didn't realize they were meeting their mirror. Some ran away because you showed them their darkness. Others stayed because you reminded them of their light. Some thought they could use you, but were left haunted by the way your truth stared back into their soul. You don't chase or beg, but people still feel haunted by your absence. You are not revengeful, but your energy comes with divine justice. It waits, watches, and then rearranges what was hidden. That's why people often experience karma shortly after mistreating you. Archangel Michael says, even your silence speaks volumes. You may not say what you know, but heaven hears what you carry in your spirit. You are protected even when you feel ignored. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You are the end and the beginning for many. You entered their life like a calm breeze and left like a roaring truth. And now, their world is no longer the same. People don't admit it, but you haunt them. In photos, memories, dreams, they see you. Your spirit walks in places your body left long ago. You are unforgettable because you were never meant to be remembered as a human, you were sent as a divine signal. The truth that God doesn't send just messages. He sends people. The love you give isn't regular love. It heals, it challenges, it wakes people up. That's why some betray you, they were never ready for that kind of depth. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You don't just forgive people, you cleanse them. And even after they lose you, they still feel the clean scent of grace you left behind. Your memory lingers like incense in a temple. Your soul is like a sacred fire. Those who come near it either transform or burn. Some stay and evolve. Others run and blame you for the heat. You are not the one who causes harm, but the one who awakens hidden truth. Your presence activates dormant energy in others. That's why people either elevate or evaporate around you. There are people who owe their growth to you but will never tell you. You stirred something in them that forced them to evolve, even if they gave you no credit. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. People project onto you because your stillness reveals their chaos. They hate what they see in themselves when you're around. But that's not your fault, it's your power. You've walked through betrayal with grace. You've witnessed people call you crazy just to avoid facing their guilt. But don't worry, truth always returns like thunder, loud and undeniable. Those who tried to destroy your peace are now restless. Because your absence is more painful than your presence. They thought you were replaceable, but now realize you were irreplaceable healing. You are not bitter. You are battle-tested. And the divine sees every scar as a medal of unseen wars you never spoke about. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, you are a chosen disruption. You weren't sent to fit in, but to reshape everything. You are the echo of forgotten truths. You are not ordinary. Even the planets align differently when you speak from your soul. That's why people remember how you made them feel, not what you said. People try to dim your shine because they cannot understand how you glow even in darkness. But your light comes from a source they cannot touch. Your soul drinks from celestial rivers. Some people think your blessings come easy, but they didn't see the nights you cried alone, the years you carried pain in silence, the moments you gave without receiving. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. You didn't lose friends, you lost shadows. When you started glowing, the ones who couldn't handle the light ran away. Let them go. The universe is preparing a space for souls who match your frequency. You won't have to explain your worth. They'll feel it the way you always deserve to be felt. You will not be loved in silence again. The love coming will be loud, clear, protective, and deep. Your aura will no longer scare the right hearts, it will pull them in. People once saw you as complicated because you couldn't be controlled. But your truth wasn't designed to be tamed, it was meant to be honored. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You are not done transforming. Even now, heaven is realigning timelines to bring what was delayed back into motion. Nothing lost will remain missing. You will witness divine reversal. Those who threw stones will now watch you build temples with those very stones. Their curses will turn to crowns. The rebirth in you is terrifying to the insecure and miraculous to the awakened. You don't even need to try anymore, just being you shifts dimensions. People who once said, "You changed," never saw the price of your growth. You didn't just change, you ascended. And now, they must rise or remain beneath your frequency. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You are not arrogant, you are aligned. There is a silent authority in you that even the most prideful cannot ignore. Your power makes noise without sound. This world cannot label you correctly because your energy does not belong to this dimension alone. You are walking in earthly form but guided by divine timelines. Everything that once made you feel like a burden is now becoming your blessing. Your sensitivity is your radar. Your solitude is your sanctuary. They can gossip, imitate, or isolate you, but they cannot touch the throne being prepared for you. You are being elevated in rooms where your name has never been spoken before. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You may have been underestimated, but heaven has been overprotective with you. That's why every fall became a lesson, and every loss became sacred redirection. Your aura has always been fire, but now it's turning into divine flame. You are not only walking through chaos, you are becoming its master. People are waking up from the illusions they once trusted and looking to you for guidance. The ones who mocked you before now watch you in secret. You carry the weight of generations. That's why you feel heaviness at times. But that's also why your blessings come wrapped in divine force. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Soon, everything you once cried about will become your testimony. Your voice will lead others out of their darkness. Your energy will be their reminder that healing is real. You are not here by chance. Your aura is a portal. Your eyes hold sacred messages. Your walk is divine defiance. They cannot forget you, because your spirit leaves footprints on their soul. And long after you've gone, your name still echoes in their decisions. Let them call you too much, too intense, too sensitive. That's how they describe what they don't understand. And soon, they'll call you chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Your aura is not just chaos, it is divine rebirth. Let it shake, stir, and wake up the world. You are not meant to be hidden. You are meant to be felt. The heavens are shifting on your behalf. A storm is clearing the way for your next elevation. You didn't ask for this power, but it lives in you. Walk boldly, chosen one. Your presence alone is prophecy. And those who try to dim your flame will soon realize they were staring at sacred fire. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Archangel Michael says, your existence threatens those who've built their lives around comfort, denial, and masks. Your mere presence forces transformation, either by force or surrender. The moment they enter your field, something inside them begins to unravel. You are not doing this on purpose, but your soul remembers its assignment. It cannot rest until others begin to wake up. That's why chaos follows you, not to harm, but to cleanse what must be broken before it is healed. There are people you haven't seen in years, but they still think of you. Not because of what you said, but how your energy changed their life. You were never just a person, they felt something cosmic in your presence. The frequency you carry is felt in rooms you've never entered. You vibrate across dimensions. People sense you coming before you speak a word. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. There is a mystery around you. People try to define you, but fail every time. Because you are ever changing, ever evolving, never staying still for long. Some call you unpredictable, but it's just that they never tried to understand your depth. Others call you intense, because your spirit refuses to play small. But the divine calls you necessary. You don't come with comfort, you come with clarity. And clarity shakes those who've built their homes on delusions. You don't burn bridges, you burn illusions. They never expected your silence to hold so much power. But it's in your silence that heaven speaks the loudest. Every moment you walk away from the wrong thing, you move closer to the right alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 404. Your rebirth wasn't soft. It was flames, tears, silence, and solitude. You were buried under disappointment, but resurrected by divine timing. There were nights you doubted if you'd ever be whole again. Days where your reflection scared you because you no longer recognized who you were becoming. But still, you rose. You've learned how to die and be reborn in the same lifetime. Not once, but many times. Every version of you held a lesson, every shedding was sacred. Your aura is no longer negotiable. If someone cannot handle your truth, they were never meant to stay. Your energy no longer waits for people to catch up. Type Amen to get blessing 313. You will be misunderstood, rejected, and even mocked for your light. But none of that can stop your purpose. In fact, it sharpens it. The very people who spoke behind your back will soon speak about your growth with awe. What they laughed at will now be their blueprint for strength. People are beginning to realize you weren't arrogant, you were aware. You didn't stay silent out of fear, you stayed silent out of wisdom. Now, the divine is removing every counterfeit connection from your path. People who fed off your light but offered none in return will be dismissed by divine decree. Type Amen to get blessing 454. Every storm you survived gave your aura more depth. You're not just glowing, you're radiating wisdom forged through fire. That's why your presence lingers. You will never need to prove your worth. Your energy already does the speaking. The souls who are meant for you will recognize you in seconds. People feel shaken around you because your soul stirs dormant truth. They cannot lie to themselves when you're near. You are the beginning of their awakening. Some feel love. Some feel fear. But all feel something. That's the power of your presence. That's why the divine holds you in high favor. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Even as you sleep, your aura works. You dream in dimensions others cannot reach. Your energy cleanses spaces. Your light travels faster than words. People think you've changed, but you've only returned to who you always were beneath the pain. You're not reinventing yourself, you're remembering yourself. You're no longer who they knew. That's why they treat you like a stranger. But it's not your job to make them comfortable again. Every time they underestimated you, your soul smiled quietly. Because you always knew your story wasn't over, it was just beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 1234. Your aura is your signature. It cannot be hidden. It leaves divine fingerprints on everyone who meets you. You've walked through fires meant to destroy others, but you came out purified. That's why your touch heals. That's why your words cut through illusions. There are people who tried to curse you. But every curse turned into a crown. Every betrayal led you back to yourself. They thought they took something from you. But what they really did was push you into your true power. Now, you are unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. You're not just a person. You're a divine interruption. You came into their lives like a warning wrapped in grace. They wanted the soft version of you, but life has sharpened your edges. You're still kind, but you're no longer blind. People left thinking you'd chase them. But you grew wings instead. Now, you fly over the places that once tried to bury you. You are the rebirth. The echo of prophecy. The one who turns endings into entryways. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. Archangel Michael says, many will regret how they treated you, not because of guilt, but because your glow now blinds them. They didn't believe in you when you were becoming. Now, they'll have to witness your becoming in silence. You no longer explain your energy. You simply protect it. You guard your peace like sacred treasure. Those who only saw your softness never saw your sword. Now, the divine is drawing it on your behalf. You won't need to fight, heaven is fighting for you. Your aura is war and worship. fire and forgiveness, destruction and deliverance. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They asked for your love but couldn't hold your honesty. They wanted your presence but feared your power. That was never your fault. You loved deeply and still walked away when respect was gone. That's what makes you powerful. You don't beg for places that no longer deserve you. Your silence after betrayal wasn't weakness. It was sacred thunder. And now, every silent tear has become a storm in the spiritual realm. You are being remembered by heaven. Your name is on the tongues of angels. And soon, the earth will see what the heavens always knew. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. Even as people forget your kindness, heaven rewards it. Your good deeds are etched in golden light. Your loyalty did not go unnoticed. Soon, everything stolen will be returned. Not just replaced, but multiplied. You will sit at tables built from your tears. People will come back, not for forgiveness, but for access. But this time, you hold the key. And not every door will be opened again. You are sacred. You are sealed. You are chosen. Your aura was never meant to blend in, it was designed to break patterns. Type Amen to get blessing 171. The world needs your truth. Your frequency is the medicine others don't even know they need. But heaven knew, and that's why you were sent. You will never be hidden again. Divine elevation is already in motion. You are about to walk into a life that matches your soul. Let the ones who didn't value you watch from afar. The throne they laughed at is being prepared. And this time, it's yours. You are not chaos. You are clarity in disguise. And your aura has just begun its true awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 303.